The Lamont Street Collective has devoted 40 years to supporting art, activism, and intentional living in the Mount Pleasant community. We provide affordable housing to artists and activists who are passionate about transforming our society for the better.
We're not just a group house.
We're a community.
Think of us as a dynamic, nurturing environment where you have the space and support to create, discuss, learn, and exhibit your work and your passions. We're the place to express yourself and challenge the status quo.
We're excited to tell you that after a decade of legal wrangling, we are buying this house. But we need your help. With your donation, we can preserve the historical legacy of the LSC while keeping it a permanent space for free expression and creative processes to provide alternatives to the status quo.
So here's what we need. A little bit goes a long way. This initial $5,000 pays for necessary pre-development costs to buy the house. An architectural firm, assessment of necessary house repairs, support from a development consultant, and obtaining fiscal sponsorship. Moreover, an extra $2,000 will provide us with the first financial push we need to start raising money for our own down payment.
So what happens if we fall short of our $5,000 goal? 100% of the money raised will still go towards preparing the house for renovations that'll bring us up to code. But more importantly, it'll relieve some of the financial pressure around renovation so we can put our focus on developing our community-facing programs as we determine next steps.
Since it was established by John Aker and Friends in 1974, literally hundreds of people have called the LSC home. Through the 80s and 90s, as Mount Pleasant became a hotbed of experimental cooperative living, this house helped lead more than 100 group homes in that cooperative movement.
As gentrification in D.C. continues to accelerate, the LSC remains one of the last cooperative homes in Mount Pleasant. Through it all, the Lamont Street Collective has served as a creative organizing space for freshly iconic protest art that you may have seen splashed across front pages, like
the No KXL Pipeline, the Mayday Dragon, Stop the Frack Attack oil rigs. From demonstrations against the IMF in 2001 to the efforts associated with Occupy DC, local housing justice, and more, the LSC remains an important institution in local activist art. The LSC regularly hosts events and programs that celebrate the visual and performing arts and issues relating to social justice and activism.
So maybe you can't give us any money, but that doesn't mean you can't help. Tell your friends and fellow artists and activists about our campaign through Twitter, Facebook, emails, Instagram. Post photos of your time at the LSC or enjoying the protest art we've helped to build here. Contact us about events you'd like us to host at the Lamont Street Collective. Reach out to us. We're on Facebook, Twitter. We have our own website at www.lamontstreetcollective.net, and you can share your stories in all of these places.
Become a partner with the Lamont Street Collective today so that we can continue to bring art, activism, collective living, and social justice to Mount Pleasant and D.C. for years to come. Give today. Thank you.
But wait, guys, so we're still gonna need